puzzle is, if you want to get this knob out of here, you push it in. Okay, it won't come out. It's in. So there's a little button right here. So if you push the button now with it in, it still won't come out. But if you pull it all the way out, then push the button in, it comes right out. The electrical's done. I put the last piece under the dash, and now I'm going to put this cover that goes on with an AC car, which is this one right here. The problem I just found out, these are broken. I got one. See, here's a good one. I mean, this good. Those three are good. That one's broken. The videos, I always drop everything. I never put it down gently. And I think the reason is, you know, I was in construction all my life, and we learned, don't ever drag your hand across wood because you get splinters all the time. So even putting things down, I used to get splinters all the time, big ones. So I always kind of go like this. It's like a habit, I can't even break it. Yeah, let's probably bore the heck out of you. That one's good. This is just a piece I cut off. Now I gotta melt these together. I just held it in place with plumber's putty. I found a nail that was the same size. The hard part is holding this thing still. Somehow. Again, if anybody's watching this, just get on plenty and you can shape it later. Sculpt it, whatever you want to call it. get this iron really hot. It's amazing what you can do with plastic. I'm right at the end of my cord, I can't move. It's a hobby. I can do anything I want. I don't care if it's perfect. I can make it as perfect as I want it. Okay, getting back to the seat belts. Again, this is for people. I hate to keep saying this over and over and over, but I don't don't really plan anything. It just, whatever comes up, I fix it. I solve it. I don't know the answer before I start usually. And it's just an ongoing thing. And if you want to find a problem, how to put your car together, it's probably in some of my videos somewhere. This thing that was broken, I glued on these pieces. So I can, again, you're not going to see any of that. And I had to fix this too. This, well, no, that's broken. Broken again. I got to fix that. Damn it. But anyway, this hooks up underneath below the steering column, and then these go in like that. So mine, that piece was missing. 3 of these were broken. But now getting back to the seat belts. So, you know, I've already talked about this a whole bunch because I've been trying to solve this for a while. But anyway, it turns out that this timer was bad. I had 2 of them, they were both bad. And I got 2 seat belts here. They almost look exactly the same. I mean, almost. This one says T200 or I200. This one says I200 too. But anyway, the problem was, it was 2 problems. This was burned out, which I showed, I think, in the other video. It's right up near the horn relay. And then one of these are, even though they look the same and they got wires, they're different. One of these is always on, one of them is always off. Meaning, let's see if I can remember how to use these leads. It's my new Fluke leads. When I do that, when I touch both the prongs on this first one, it beeps. This one is always on. That's what they call it. It's always on. So to turn it off, you would have to turn an off switch. So this one, I'm doing the same test. This one is always off. Well, that's what I had put in my car. So every time I got in the car, the buzzer would go off. Because it's, I don't know how to explain that. Let's see, how do I explain? Well, anyway. So when I plug in a seatbelt, this one being always on, it'll turn it off. That's the right one. I wanted to turn the buzzer off. I wanted to turn the light off. This one was the opposite. When I plugged it in, as soon as I plugged the seatbelt in, then the buzzer and the light would go on. So you got to watch out for that if you're trying to get your seatbelts to work, and if you have the same your car, and who knows what else, and if they put the same parts in. Again, one more test. This one's always off until you plug it in and it's on, which is what I don't want. And this one's always on. It's so weird. I can't find this information in any books. I can't find a video on this stuff. So anyway, that's the problem. That's it. It's solved. So I'm going to put this in. Then I can, all my electrical solved. I can put the seat back in finally. Before I put the seat in, I'm going to put this in. And that's it for now. Again, I feel like I should apologize because my videos suck so much, but I just don't plan them, or I don't know how to plan them. It's just that you come across a problem and you try to find the answer, and I just do it somewhat live, and that's how I do it. Now the weird thing, just look at these seatbelts. They are different. This piece is different. But it's the same length. It's the same cover. It's the same number. But it's different. I'm trying to read this. It says, looks like 668 or something, right about here. I-200. And this just says I-200. So if you're putting a car together and you're trying to find parts, I really had a lot of trouble with seatbelts. It's just that everybody says they fit a certain year car, and you really just gotta like figure it out. So if you watch this video, if your light is staying on, you just put your car together, your light is staying on, and your buzzer going off. It could be these two problems. And again, when I took the car apart, there was no seat belts. The wire that goes from here up under the dash was cut. So it was a process. So a wiring diagram, just keeping at it, just keep going. And again, I'm retired, there's no pressure on me. The only pressure I have is the pressure I put on myself. But I enjoy solving these little mysteries. And I'm real close. So again, I'm working on get the air cleaner thing. I'm still waiting for an air filter because nobody has one. It's on back order. Oh, another thing while I'm at it, and I might have went over this before. The bird that goes on the front of this nose. They're not all the same. I bought this one first. And so the nose is kind of, it's exaggerated, but it's kind of round in the very front. So this has to be rounded. Well, the first one I bought, well, look at it. See, they're different. But anyway, this one was totally, there was like a 1/4 inch gap, and I tried to cut it down the middle, and I just screwed it all up. Well, I ordered another one. I think I got this one from Ames Performance. This one it just fits. I didn't have to do anything. I mean, everything I order, you just don't know. And then what I did is, there's a stud on the back of this. You can see it on this one. I put a die on there so I could put a nut on the back. I don't know how it was on the factory. It must have been glued on, or some kind of a press-on lock washer. Anyway, watch out. So this one says on the back, let's see. This says L7000. This one says L7000. All I can say is if you're looking for one, look for the one that has silver on the back. I don't know if you can see it with the light. I have to have this light. This one has silver on the back. This one has gold on the back. This one won't work. So they have a lot of plastic parts, or PVC, or whatever you want to call them. You can't, either you got tons of money and you just want to buy everything brand new, or you want to try to fix things, which is the fun of it for me. But anyway, I got this cheap plastic welding kit from, I showed this before too. from Harbor Freight. So it comes with the this gun, a bunch of pieces of plastic you can melt, and it's just some other junk I don't even use. But what I want to say about this, if you've never done this before, and every time I do something, I'm learning something new, every single time. Put on more than enough plastic. I mean, you don't want to do this in areas you can see. It just won't, unless you're an artist. But, so let's say this just isn't working for me. You can cut off little pieces. You can cut off shapes. And just lay it on there and melt it in. That's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to heat this up. Keep it supported. Again, this is just an example. Hope you can see with this. I gotta have this light. I can't see without it. I'm just gonna lay this thing on here. I'm gonna try. I'm just going to put the iron on and just let it melt. So it's like 3 minutes later. I didn't air it, I didn't water it, I didn't to cool it down. But here it is. That's the patch I just made. It's amazing. It's amazing what you can fix. I'm just going to throw this into my video. For any old guys that are watching this, you know, everybody knows I'm old. I'm 60. I'll be 67 on August 21st. It's 2022. That's like 10 days. But when you retire and you get sore and you get weak and you're bored. That's why I'm doing this car. But a lot of times in the morning, I just don't. You're sore and you just don't want to do anything, or you think you're going to get hurt, or you feel sick, or whatever. But once I start doing this stuff, any kind of fears I have about injuring myself, or sores, sore muscles, they go away. You gotta have something in your old age. You gotta have something to look forward to. You got. So here's the seat belt. See if it plugs in. Yeah. that angle. Of course, I didn't bring a wrench with me. But anyway, that one goes there like that. And then this one. It's been unplugged for 2 months before I forgot how it goes. Make sure it's not twisted here. Let's see, what am I doing wrong here? This goes like that. I got the holes already cut in here. Let's see, what angle does this one go in? Slightly tilted up. Yeah, now that I'm down here, I just remembered I had this extra rubber pedal. And it came with this chrome piece. I don't know where I got this. I know I didn't buy it. It's got these metal flanges that bend over. I mean, I guess you could put it on any pedal. Look the same to me. Okay, I got the car back together. As far as I know, the electrical's done. There's a frog in here somewhere. I hear cropping. Anyway, electrical's done. Seats are back in. Fixed that bottom panel.